All right, Phil, considering you guys come back in the ninth inning, 4 runs down, they take the lead in the top of the 10th, you can't quite close it out. How tough is this one tonight?
Honestly, we've lost enough lately. It's just another loss to me. It's great. I never knock our guys' effort, and it's always there. They battle to the end, win or lose. But it's about playing better. We just got outplayed. Tonight it took 10 innings for them to outplay us. My hat's off to the late inning effort and everything else. But then our closer comes out and gives up 2 with no plan. All fastballs, not getting it, and then they score the 2 runs, and you see him go up against Baylog and throw 2 changeups, get him off the fastball, blow one by him. I'm frustrated with the way we're playing, and that's really it. We just have to get better. That's a very good team in the mix of everything in this league. That's not the bottom dwellers, if you will. So right now I think Washington's playing Southern in their division, and they're right there with them. So there's a lot of movement if they win games against us, and there's a lot of backward movement if we lose. We have a chance now to try and distance ourselves from the rest of our pack and our field, and we're doing a poor job of that right now.
We talked last night about, or at least you told me, about the sloppy play, about needing guys to step up and be leaders in that clubhouse.
Sure.
At least looking at tonight and considering you have the effort, you have the comeback in that ninth inning, was that at least a positive tonight to see that?
Completely, definitely a positive. I'm very proud of our guys tonight. The Waldrop incident, the benches, that's something I'll handle and not speak of publicly. But when it's all said and done, way better. Tucker had 1 bad inning. That the offense has to pick that up, be able to pick that up. That's where we're at with things. Our pitchers are stressing a little bit, trying to be perfect. Well, guess what? That's what happens when the offense is slumping as a whole. So it was a good sign tonight. It really was. But we got to their closer. Tied the game up, and they just outlasted us. We have to start playing better at pitching and hitting consistently. Because with one, your wins are going to be here and there. They're not going to be consistent.
You kind of flipped around the order tonight, put Tommy and Michael Johnson 1 and 2. You moved Landon down a couple spots, and of course put Adams in that cleanup spot. Michael Johnson, at least the 3 hits tonight, looked pretty good. I mean, the 3-run homer as well. How big would that be for Johnson to get going again, and if you can kind of install him at the top of that line?
Right, absolutely. I mean, if the guys at the top aren't setting the table, well, then it puts inherently usually puts pressure on the middle guys, the Wayne, the Landon, and Adams in this case, and Siegel and Waldrop. So, but you can't hit 3-run home runs with no one on base. You can't hit a 3-run double with no one on base. So it filters through the whole thing. So, Tommy's been doing a great job. Tommy's made some serious adjustments after the break. He's fun to watch at the plate now, and I'm proud of him, happy for him. And that's a big part of our offense now, having a guy up there doing what he's doing. Johnson's a great ball player. Nobody here has seen what he's all about yet, at least at the plate. And it's coming. It's a big deal for him tonight. He works as hard as anyone, and he's frustrated a little bit, but when he gets back to being himself, having those 2 guys on more times than not, that's a big deal. Put pitchers in the stretch, and now you make a mistake to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on our lineup, you're in trouble.
As far as Tucker goes, 2nd straight night against Evansville where you allow a few home runs. I mean, when you look at these first 2 starts, first from Newcomb, then from Jensen,
right?
What are you telling Tyler Thompson tomorrow about this lineup and kind of how to approach things differently?
Well, we have game plans for a reason. We've seen these guys before. There's a few teams in this league, River City, Rockford, Evansville, to name the 3 main ones, that are fastball hitting teams. Not that you can't throw a fastball, but you have to know that coming in. You have to mix it up to get them off of your fastball. We call it pitching backwards a little bit at times, and that's the only way you're going to get them off the fastball. All these home runs this series have been off fastball. The last series against a lesser offense, all the damage was done on sloppy breaking balls. Each team's different, and as a pitcher, a starter, when you're preparing, if you're throwing 1 out of these 3 games, you need to know that. So my message to Thompson is simple: use your fastball, locate it, It's a big part of it, but you have to show your other stuff from anyone with this team, because as they've proven that fastballs, they're on, they're going to hit them, especially if they're over the plate.